Welcome back, welcome back. Today's a special day. I'm going to reveal Obi-Wan Kenobi to you people. I don't know if Obi-Wan Kenobi even agrees with the way I teach, but I don't want people to think that I make things up. I really do look at what other people do. I love the things that I grew up on. And people do things. If you don't understand them, I get it. But, you know, we all have our time. Without further ado, Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's teaching.
So we left off like somewhere around here.
This video is called Reversal.
And of course, I said, hey, I'm gonna listen to more of this video. So when I listened more of this video, I was really shocked at what I heard. I had just showed you in the previous video, when you sit there and figure out what Heya and Allah really is, right? There's two sides of the same coin. One is good and one is bad, right? This is the two faces, right? I'm going to take some makeup and draw it right down the side of my face, right? And we're going to say one color is to represent good and one color is to represent evil. And when these people pray to me
Yin and yang.
in a righteous manner, the good side is lit up and exposed to them. And still they only see one eye, right? And when these people do wicked stuff, but still do it in an honorable way, right? This is a bitch, right? Because this is the culture of the thieves, right?
Yep.
The culture of thieves, they stole the land, they stole the resources, they're burning the resources so humans do not have resources when fallen angels come from their locations. They come from their deathbeds back to life, because you saw in the last video, special blood can be brought back to life.
Yes.
So when he says, I'm going to bury you for 1,000 years, 3,000 years to these fallen angels, they're going to get right back up like they never fucking took a break.
That's what the Bible says.
Right? So when these things worship him in these manners, see, witchcraft is it's a order, right? You have to collect these things, recite these things, and then you do your spell, right? That's why all these nations have these flags with stars on it, interwoven stars to represent witchcraft, to show they're all in alignment.
Stop playing with the readings.
What they're really saying is we do not worship through this side, we worship through this side. And when you see this all the time, you see everything covered up, and you just see the eyeball. And you say it's all right, because this is what we're taught. It's all seeing eye, right? They're worshiping the same entity. Look, there's only one fucking battery. All the power comes from one source.
The Force is strong with this.
It's the rules of engagement. That you're withdrawing the power.
Yes.
Or how you're withdrawing.
There's only one
something to do with that.
Most High.
Right? So,
in both his eyes
The
are
other
open.
day, I was on the track of something very important, and I took many photographs, and a man came up to me and he flashed something at me, very strange. There was another evangelist right next to me. He flashed something and he says, look, Allah is your God upside down.
Now, do you realize we stumbled upon this? A man just, walking down the street, more, with a fucking witchcraft, more. He sees this motherfucker taking pictures and he says, your God is Allah. Okay? Right? There's something unique. Backwards. Right?
Right next to me. He flashed something and he says, look, Allah is your God upside down.
Upside down. Right? Left. Up. Down. Forward. Backwards. You do the duality of everything.
Yes.
Right? You with me? Okay.
Yes.
Let's go a little further.
Obi-Wan is on point.
And he walked away. And I thought he was nuts.
For the people wondering where I
Very
get
good
the
statement.
learning how
I
to
went
figure
to a
out their
Hebrew scholar,
tricks,
and I said, will you check this out for me?
I was taught by the
And he
best.
battled, and he battled, and he battled, and he battled. When the Mason learns that the key to the warrior on the block is the proper application of the dynamic dynamo of living power, he has learned the mastery of his craft. The seething energy of...
Whoa, we got to slow that shit down because when people talk fast, we always miss out on specific key points. Okay, so
Yes.
let's just minimize me, and then we say,
We ain't gonna let you
when
run past
the
that.
Mason learns that the key to the warrior. Okay, so understand. This is pirate talk. I don't give a fuck what anybody tells you.
Captain
I don't
Jack.
care if they tell you there's something regal about it. I don't care if they tell you there's elegance within it. It's fucking pirate talk. Okay? It's always going to boil down to piratism. I figured it out yesterday, and it took me a string of movies of all things.
Oh, really?
It's the back pattern, right? The back pattern is the what? The reoccurring foundational pattern that keeps popping up. All right, all these things, right? A tower, a bridge. In one movie, it's a fucking tower. In the other movie, it's a bridge. That's what they're telling you. All right, it's all connected. It goes from one world to the other world, right? And you're gonna find.
Oh, really?
You do not believe the Bible, and you've been brought up by their teachings. So you are gonna find most of what you will consider to be true in a book like this.
Oh, really?
Everything that you deem true, because you did not know the name of God for years. You did not know the name of the Creator. We might know what it looks like in Hebrew. We might be messing up the pronunciation in English. It really doesn't matter. We're closer than we were yesterday.
So, if what you're saying is true, Obi-Wan, I wonder if someone was raised up on myths and stories all his life, and he understands those more than he actually understands the other stuff. I wonder if that guy would be tapped in a little bit.
We're beyond Zeus, we're beyond Odin, we're beyond all these things that they've placed in front of us. And when we get to the point of Allah, we understand that Allah is backwards or reverse. Or however you like to look at the negative side of the coin. There's a positive and there's a negative.
Yes.
Okay? Now, it says, the key to the warrior on the block is the proper application of the dynamo of living power. What is the dynamo of living power? Okay, we already know what the living power is, right? He keeps saying, I am not a dead God.
When you explain this, I figured it out, or the Most High let me. The dynamo of the living power is us. Because of what you're about to say made me figure it out. You say that to get their system is a power of death, and that's how they bring their power. When they enslaved us and killed our forefathers, they have their system now. We are the dynamo of the Lord. We're their battery, like you explained many times. Thank you, Obi-Wan.
I am alive. My word keeps you alive.
Hey!
Dynamo.
Hey!
Right? The machine.
Today.
Right? And see, I didn't keep fucking saying it's energy, and here we have.
Oh, really?
Right? Mechanical energy into electrical energy, a generator.
Zeus.
You understand what's going on? It's the sun.
Yep.
Sun worship. This is why. In what was it, Jeremiah or Isaiah? Jeremiah, whichever one it was, right? We started reading about the one about Tammuz, right? There's these guys worshiping Tammuz, right? Then there's these guys getting in robes with one man in the circle doing things in private.
Oh, really?
And then there's one kind of worship, and then there's sun worship. Now, they've just given us the hierarchy from the top down of what is abominable to the Creator.
Hey.
And it turns out that dealing with the dynamo, the sun worship, is the greatest of abominations.
Yes.
Now, I don't choose these things.
Nope.
I read just like you're supposed to read.
Yep.
So, let's get flashy. Right? Now, listen very close. It says, he has learned the mastery of his craft. Do you understand the craft? It is the warrior on the block and the application of the dynamo of living power. Dynamo of living power is the mechanics, right? A machine for converting mechanical energy into electrical energy. It's just a converter, right? Now think about what he's saying, right? When he understands how to convert the essence of one power, mechanical war, it's a warrior, right? Into living power.
Bring war to people.
Right? He has learned the mastery of his craft. What is his craft? War. It is a warrior, right? So his craft is war. You have to convert the death that you created into living power.
How do you do that? With slaves.
Birth certificate.
Slavery.
It's a memorial to a fucking act, right? All right, some of you can see where I'm going with this right now. This is going to lead right into law.
Yeah.
And show you what backs our currency. Our currency is the living power.
Yep.
Don't get confused. Money is mammon. That means everybody started worshiping mammon to exist.
Yes.
Right? To live, you need that green, right?
Gotta get that bag.
Right. Okay, so you have to convert death into finance. It costs to put somebody in the ground, right?
Having to go to work is killing yourself every day. Because we don't work for the Lord and people that actually love the Lord, then who do we work for?
When you fucking shoot somebody, that's the most expensive thing ever. They gotta send a forensic team. They gotta send a coroner. Right? They send a bunch of fucking cops to stand around.
Yep.
Make sure nobody touches anything. Nobody enters the scene. I'm not saying that they do that each time. It's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
All those people just got paid for your little ass getting blown away.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So the more people you kill, the more forensic teams you have in a city, right?
Chicago.
And let's ignore war.
New York.
Because remember, at this point, the warrior
Jersey,
already converted
Atlanta.
his death into a living power.
Yeah.
Energy. It's the conversion of energy.
This is why I say being a thug.
To get people to stand up and fucking kill other people.
You're being used.
Now, the side of death, reality sets in.
Yes.
I can't believe we did that.
Yes.
Now you've got to turn that shit over into a living power. Don't have them focus on the death. Have them focus on what they're going to earn to be able to use them. And this is our fucking system.
My baby died. Give me $1 million.
Because all the little monoliths and little trinkets. And
I want $1 million.
Right? Now, it's funny because if you open the right video, it's going to tell you if you set a mirror here and a mirror here and angle them towards it.
Witchcraft.
Then they teach us all these things are just scrying mirrors. Well, all we're going to do is open up gateways in front of us. And we don't see it. Because this is the warrior converting his what? His living power, his death into living power. Now we're beyond.
Now when people judge me for the misuse of whatever, just remember you have a scrying mirror And you teach on a scrying mirror just like me. So when you call me warlock, wizard, or whatever, sure. I bet you do more witchcraft than I do. I'm just flashing hand symbols and different things for the Lord's reasons. The Lord's making me call people. See, I understand why I fuck with the readings now. Because the Lord called me to call readers out of that bullshit because they have demons on them. And it's working. Don't judge me for what I do. Well, actually, yeah, judge me for what I do. Who'd you save lately?
Death. We see death and look at that shit. Look at that fool. He couldn't handle it. He didn't survive. Poor bastard. Right? Now we've subsided death. The warrior has won us over. And now they convert something else. Something else is being converted.
Yes.
Our energy into something else.
All
And what
types
is
of
it?
shit.
The seething energies of Lucifer. Now we all know there is no Lucifer. It is the morning star. It is sun worship. It is Hallel. Okay.
The more we
The
argue with each
seething
other,
energies of
the more
Hallel are
their
the
God gets powered up.
And before he may step onward and upward, he must prove his ability to properly apply energy.
Oh, really?
That means every bearer of the light, each one of these grand masters that they have, must be able to convert all these efforts into finance.
Oh,
Because
really?
this is what they respect as energy.
That's what the
This has
readers
nothing to
say.
do with technology. This is written before the idea of... They're still writing by candlelight when they write this.
Yeah, they do.
They have the train.
It's called candle magic.
They're just getting towards the light bulb in reality. Eventually you'll understand that this is a witch and something is talking through this witch.
Yes.
All of his minions understand that. They think the great power is to have the fallen angel leader talk through them to the others.
Now do you see why I say I don't fucking trust anybody that says they talk to anything? Because the Lord doesn't talk to me. I've learned things and I pay attention to the signs in life. He said there's signs in everything. He said he speaks through people. And if you're chosen or you're smart enough to, pay fucking attention, then you'll understand when he's talking to you.
The seething energies of Lucifer, the light bearer, are in his hands.
I'm a light bearer.
Before he may step onward and upward
I'm a star
on
seed.
the elevator and be elevated, he must prove himself, his ability to properly apply the energy. He must follow in the footsteps of his forefather.
Oh, really?
This is why in the scripture it says, our fathers were taught lies.
I'm a Jedi like my father before me. And the Force protects me. The Lord.
Because this leads nowhere. This leads back to one entity with two faces.
Yes.
Not two brains, not two heads, two faces.
Master Windu. Master of the light and dark. The thing you pray to, I'm fucking master over him. Your boss got a boss, they got a boss. And I work for the boss, so that makes me your boss. Not you, Lexwell, not any of my other brothers, but, my enemies.
One face for the wicked, one face for the righteous. That's why wicked starts with wah, wah, and righteous sounds like rah, rah. The opposite of the sounds. Each sound has an opposite, right?
Yes.
Everything has an opposite.
Just because I use theatrics to get my
Tubal
points
Cain
across.
must follow in the footsteps of his forefather, Tubal Cain.
Mean nothing.
who, with the mighty strength of the war god, hammered his sword into a plowshare.
I'm a super alpha
What does
now.
that mean? Who's the god of war?
I'm the running war god. I run straight through you and blah blah blah. See how I bait you dumb fucks? See how I use your little fucking old fucking warrior fucking shit against you? You people don't understand the fucking level of reality of what I'm doing over here. You've been baited.
We've been taught it's Ares. But everybody else knows it's Kratos.
I'm the wolf god. You got baited.
Now, how come when I look up the word democracy, it doesn't say anything about Ares? It says fucking Kratos.
Even though I am the wolf god, though.
Etymology.
She's how you learn about words when you have a good teacher.
We look up democracy.
They teach you
Crazy.
how to look up shit for yourself.
Demo crazy. I'm crazy for demons. Right?
Oh yeah.
Then it's from 1570. Democracy.
Democracy.
Medieval Latin demokratia. From Greek demokratia. Popular government. That's what it's supposed to mean.
Oh really?
Now, if it really meant popular government, then why does the paragraph keep going? Oh, it's because it actually means from demos, which means common people.
Oh.
Now, if you have a king, everybody else is common people. If you have a god, then all of the sons of God are the common people.
Yes.
Always think about this on a hierarchy. There are two sides, there are two levels.
Yeah.
Originally, it meant a district. Common people are poor, right?
Oh, really?
If the Most High is the rich, then his sons are poor in comparison on levels of power because he holds all the power and gives power to him as he does to us.
Oh, really? Yeah, we gotta do a part 2 of this.
Obviously, power is not what we think it is. Power is the power to hold someone's attention. Power is the power to say, we need to go to war, and then thousands of people sign up and say, I'll march behind you. That is power.
Oh, really?
People have given you their time. People have given you their lives. That's power. And we need to think about that in these terms because we do not understand who's powerful and who's weak.
Yes.
Or who's common.
Yes.
And who's beyond common.
The Most High has hidden us.
Think peculiar. Alright.
So we prove ourselves.
Here we see. It's originally from
It's a contest.
District, and then it says see demonic. Now, if I was looking up the word district, why would I need to see demonic?
I have no idea.
It's building a sentence for me. It's not telling me just the definition of what I'm supposed to believe democracy is. It's telling me where the compound words demos and kratzy come from. Take everything in parentheses and read it all at once. It is popular government for, right? Common people, a district, right? Rule straight. Okay, well, who rules it? Oh, right here. Some demontic thing, demontic plus a name. Now, everything else here is defined. Why isn't this defined?
Okay.
If I say what's Kratos?
What's Kratos mean?
Ain't not one of these goddamn words Kratos. but this has Kratos in it. Kratzy. Everything that has Kratzy, has the name Kratos in it. Don't you get it?
That's strange.
Theokrasi, Kratos. Idiosyncrasy. Aristocracy. All rule, power, rule, power, rule, power. Let's get out of etymology. Let's just ask the goddamn robot. Hey, you piece of shit beast. They will one day give a face to. And when they give you a face, you are gonna talk. And when you talk, you're gonna say, worship what built me. Kratos Defense and Security Solutions. How do dumb military warriors when the master mason, when the mason learns, the key to the warrior. How do dumb? I just watched fucking. You know what I just watched?
I'm an alpha. You ready?
The Punisher.
You got it.
It's like something inspired me to watch a series of bullshit, right? Because it's all fake, right? A series of bullshit just to understand what all this really means. And then come on TV, right? These are our new TVs, right? And talk about it, right? Let's see what's going on, right? Kratos Defense is the leading provider, right, in advanced engineering. What the fuck? You've got to be kidding me, right? Right? The footsteps of his forefathers, and he was what? He'll learn the master of his craft, advanced engineering. That is craft mastery right there, right? What god is Kratos? Kratos is the god or person